and I think he's having arguably his best offensive year just in terms of what he's been able to do. Not necessarily his average, per game, but all the different things he's done for us. There's a lot of, I'm sure, a ton of cool memories here. We would love to get a win, for him tonight.
Coming back to this place for the very first time, you haven't been a visitor in this building since 2019. So, what radiates through you even before the game starts and you're out here on the floor as a visitor?
Oh, just excitement. Just excitement and just, seeing familiar faces, a familiar place. A place I once called home. So it's fun to be back, and I'm excited about it.
As it pertains to your shooting, it's shaping to be here in the middle of the season, maybe your most accurate shooting season. Is there anything about what you're doing right now here in your 12th season that's making it kind of like a fine wine scenario?
I don't even know what I'm shooting. I just be, but man, it's just preparation and put myself in position to do what I can do. And I feel like with the way our offense is and my teammates, we're all looking out for each other. We're all in great rhythm. So,
is there anything that you've noticed about maybe any of the decisions or the way you go about it this year that may be different?
Man, I feel like I'm doing kind of the same things. Obviously it's a different system than it was over here. But the same thing. Just preparation and putting in that work.
Very good. Davion, first just walk us through what you had to work through to get back and be available.
Yeah, just a lot of work in the weight room, trying to get that range of motion back. Especially after the first couple of days, I couldn't really raise my arm, so I had to get that strengthening back and that feeling back, but I feel a lot better.
You tend to push through stuff. We've noticed that in your time here, but that obviously just reached a threshold of just one too many hits to that shoulder.
Yeah, just because I get through screens, so I know I'm probably going to get hit on that probably many more times, so I just want to be comfortable enough to, if I get screened, I can stay in the game and it just don't bother me.
You spent a lot of time on the floor with Wiggins. I don't know if you know, but this is, in his 12th season, maybe his most accurate shooting season. What do you notice about how he gets to it and how you want to set him up that puts him in the best positions?
Honestly, man, Wiggs, I think one of our best wing guys in the NBA, 3-and-D guys. Like, he can guard, he can make plays, he rebounds, and when he's aggressive, he's kind of hard to stop. When the only time he's had problems when he's not aggressive, and he's kind of just trying to let the game come to him a little bit. I understand it because we have so many scorers on the floor, but he's also one of our scorers, so he just got to come out with an aggressive mindset, and when he does that, we always end up in a great spot.
Being out west is challenging to begin with, but to go back-to-back on the front, back-to-back on the back, what is the right mindset in embracing the challenge of all this?
It's the life that we live in the NBA. The fact that we play on the other side, it makes it a little bit tougher. And it's kind of crazy because I woke up at like 4 in the morning because I'm thinking it's supposed to be 7 in Miami. But but I'm kind of used to it. I played in California for 3 years, so I know it's going to be tough, but I'm ready for it. Yeah.
Some of the biggest wins this season for this team have come off of losses, and and tough losses too. And so, is there something about this group where they can kind of find a different level in those moments and respond? Yeah,
it kind of just shows what we kind of made of when we do the things that Coach talks about in the film: rebound, cause turnovers, just play together, and just got to try to do it consistently. I think sometimes we kind of get away from it, or we think it's not that of a big deal, but sometimes it wins us really good games. Like OKC, we didn't even shoot the ball well, but we rebound the ball well, so got us extra possession. So when we do the little things like that, I think we can be with any team.
First thing, just kind of walk us through what you had to go through to get yourself back into the mix.
The VersaClimber, a lot of rehab, working the pool, just everything I can to just make sure my leg is feeling where it needs to be.
So important to have as much of you all on deck. Obviously, this trip is insane. You start off with a back-to-back, you end on a back-to-back. Spo says it all the time. You guys have to embrace the hard things. This is top of the list on the road doing this thing.
Yeah, for sure. This is something we're going to embrace. We got a great win the other night against the number 1 team in the league right now. We're just trying to keep that momentum going on this road trip.
You've seen Wiggs here now for a year and a half, or a full year, I guess. And here he is in his 12th season, maybe having his most accurate shooting season, which is like, oh my Lord. But there's something fine wine about that as well. What do you notice about the way he goes about his work, about the choices he makes on the floor that probably lead to him shooting so effectively right now?
Yeah, man, Wiggs, he does so much for our team, both offensively and defensively. He's always locked in. The best the best that he can. And yeah, he's a great shooter. He's one of my favorite targets that I look for when I'm getting in the paint because I know that he's such a great shooter, can make big time shots, and just overall just a great player, man. I love to have him on the team.
This is currently might turn into his most accurate shooting season in his 12th year. What do you notice about the way he goes about it to make sure that he's in position to get his best shots?
I mean, we compete, obviously, and shoot around. Me and Wig work out a lot, and, you know, it's first time every time when it comes to his shots. He's very consistent with it, keeps the same rhythm, and obviously when you have that type of focus and muscle memory, it can lead to a career-high season.
It's never easy on the road, but to start you all off on a 5-game trip with a back-to-back, end with a back-to-back, it's that embracing of hard things mentality that Spo talks about that's necessary tonight?
Yeah, we're going to have to embrace the grind. We understand it's going to be a little hectic, but, you know, road trips are like this, and when, you know, the team really bonds together, really gel together, we really start seeing what we can become.
Yeah, I have one question. Some of the biggest wins this season are coming off of tough losses for you guys, like the signature ones. And so is there something about those groups and the tough losses where you guys are able to respond in such a way?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, obviously, you know, the other team wins, but I feel like we beat ourselves. You know, we don't come with the same amount of intensity or same amount of effort towards crashing offensive glass, cutting for one another, freeing one another to get open shots. And you see that on film, and it just gives you a gut punch. So for us, it's just building those habits of keep sacrificing for one another and building that habit of being consistent.
Just a check on the guys that are able to come back. We were just talking to Davion, and I assume the same for Jaime. These guys are tough guys that love to be out on the floor, but they just had to have that time to get their bodies right.
Yeah, and they put in all the work. They passed all the protocols yesterday, had a really good workout before we got on the plane, and were able to do shoot around today, so it looks like it's trending in the right way.
No trip is easy, but when you go back-to-back and have to end it on a back-to-back, there has to be that mentality you talk about all the time, embracing the hard thing.
Yeah, it's most important, that mentality. You know, we've proven we can beat anybody. We can win anywhere. We have to be more consistent to our identity, but that's every team. Ultimately, it gets a little bit gnarly on the road, and we just have to collectively figure it out and do enough things consistently you know, to give ourselves a chance to win the game.
I've always enjoyed how you embrace someone's trip back to a place that means a great deal to them. Obviously, this is that for Wiggs. On top of that, what we're noticing is here he is in his 12th season. This might be his most accurate shooting season as well. So the reality of coming back here and playing as well as he is at this stage.
Yeah, it's really great to see him, you know, have that smile on his face. He feels very comfortable. He's doing so much for us. It's probably a similar role that he had during that playoff run, you know, when they won the championship. Guard all the best wings and scores in the league. And I think he's having arguably his best offensive year just in terms of what he's been able to do. Not necessarily his average, you know, per game, but all the different things he's done for us. There's a lot of, I'm sure, a ton of cool memories here. We would love to get a win, you know, for him tonight.
Cass has embraced the opportunity and how that may look for him coming, but just first your reflection on what he did for you when you called his number as much as you did.
Yeah, he's certainly ready from all the work that he's put in behind the scenes and the Sioux Falls games. And then the times that he's been given an opportunity, he's played well. So that makes us all think because we trust now in those minutes, and he's earning more. You know, and that'll start even on this road trip. You know, as we're healthier, he's earning more minutes for sure.